Forget all the talks about LSDs, PFPs, ultrasound money, or even the holy grail of crypto. Turns out the only recipe you need for a raging market rally is a green humanoid cartoon frog character.
Pepe the Frog.
Pepe.
Pepe.
Pepe. Pepe.
In less than 1 month, Pepe has already cracked $1 billion in market cap, leapfrogging ahead of household names like Fantom, Curve, Aave, and Optimism on the leaderboard. So what's Pepe? Well, according to their website, Pepe is the most memeable meme coin in existence. The dogs have had their day, it's time for Pepe to take reign. Which in other words means that it's a coin with zero intrinsic value.
How could you say that?
There's no formal team, no formal roadmap. The coin is completely useless and purely for entertainment purposes only. And if you're thinking, well, that's not a very sound investment, is it? Well, then think again. Record-breaking headlines, rock-solid blue-chip valuation, team members that cannot sell, dreams being made, dreams being undone, and a colorful past for the history books. This coin seems to have it all. Those of you who have lurked long enough within the space are of course familiar with Pepe the Frog. Pepe started out life as a cartoon by artist Matt Fury before finding a life of its own in forums and early social media platforms like 4chan and MySpace. What started out as a meme shared for quick laughs somehow stumbled its way into the first rendition of NFTs on the internet. In 2015, variations of the cartoon appeared on illustrations of trading cards with watermarks like "Rare Pepe, do not save." These images got so popular that about 1,200 of them were being sold on eBay, some even reaching a bid price of over $99,000 before they were eventually removed. That same year, however, despite the innocuous nature of the cartoon, Pepe was also unfortunately used by alt-right groups as an icon.
This is a hate symbol.
And linked to themes such as Nazi Germany, the Ku Klux Klan, and white power, to the dismay of Matt Fury and the wider Pepe community.
I was feeling a little helpless and I ended up killing Pepe.
Pepe's lucky break came when the first iteration of the cartoon appeared on-chain, with rare Pepes being mined and tokenized as one of the first NFTs on the Bitcoin network. These rare Pepe trading cards are now most commonly associated with the blog post of Arthur Hayes. From lawsuits to protests to films, somehow, someway, the Pepe community wrestled control over Pepe from the alt-right groups, saving it from one life of degeneracy, only for the crypto community to crown it as the upstanding, shining symbol of a new life of degeneracy. In a fateful stroke of destiny, now Pepe has returned the favor to crypto, single-handedly lifting it from a cycle of poverty into the paths of a raging bull market. And if you're wondering, who in the world is buying this? The answer is everyone. Pepe mania has spread across the whole of Ethereum, pushing gas fees into new local heights never before seen since the Luna collapse last year. Analysts have, of course, warned about the dangers of meme coins, raising concerns about the concentrated ownership of Pepe coin among only a handful of insiders. But like the faithful believers they are, the crypto community was not going to let some pesky fundamentals get in the way of generational wealth. Most notably, a trader going by the name of dimethyltryptamine.eth spent $263 to buy trillions of Pepe tokens. At the time of writing, that lucky punt has turned into $3.8 million in profit from the tokens they've sold, with their remaining tokens being valued at about $9 million. Since then, the crypto community has bent over backwards trying to emulate a shred of the same success, with other crypto characters like Wojak and PEPE also emerging out of the woodwork for their own run of fortune. According to data from Ultrasound Money, over 100,126 ETH have been burned since the launch of Pepe on April 17th. For context, that's a whopping 65% of all the ETH burned since the merge last year. The crypto community has always been driven by narratives, with a single tweet from Elon Musk capable of sending the entire market into hysteria. This year, it was LSDs at first, then the holy grail of crypto. ZK stole the spotlight briefly, but none, as it seems, could match the might of Pepe the Frog. What's next in store for crypto? Will it be the trillion-dollar market of real-world assets, the combined force of DeFi and NFT-Fi, or will it simply be another meme-driven economy fueled by the senseless wonder of a random cartoon character? Well, only time will tell. If you want to check out some of the other emerging narratives for the year, check out our previous video right here.